Out of Atchison, Kansas in the one car, Patrick Royalty in the 49. Inside of row 2, Jeffrey Sears, the 13J, with Luke Neiman out of Nortonville, Kansas in the 181. Then it's John Sheets out of Nevada, the 8S, Sturgis Streeter out of Topeka in the 61, Austin Charles in the 81 out of Basehor, Kansas, Matt Lent in the 22L out of Chillicothe. It'll be Jake Richards. Row number 5 out of Lansing, Kansas, the 7J, and Shadron Turner in the 17T. Colton Stevens out of Basehor, Kansas, the 222, and Chase Galvin out of Bonner Springs in the 0. .214, Eric Spreer out of Perry, Kansas. And Billy Carino out of Hoyt, Kansas, the 23C. Tyson Lamferman, row and number 8 out of 47 car. Don Mars in the 9 out of Shawnee, Kansas. Cammie Bruner in the 8C with Gene Claxton, the 42 out of Kansas City. David Towers out of Manhattan, Kansas, the 21T. Christopher Connell, the 10C. Tommy Summers out of Parkville, the 73. Tim Powell, the 57. And Michael Liston in the 78. All right, fans, you know what to do. Take your hats. Take whatever you have. Your B-Mod 20 lot feature. All right, as they come side by side out of turn number 4, B-Mod's underway. Oh, we got a spinner already in turn number 4. Cammie Bruner, I believe, in the 8 car. Chris Connell in the 10C do not start. As Henning comes down the front stretch, pedal down. Patrick Royalty in that 49. Problem with Shadron Turner, he does get the start. Looks like he's slowing down on the back stretch. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Royalty as he gets that low side run on the backside. Here comes the 181 also of Neiman. Luke Neiman to the lead. Up through the middle part of that track, as Heater just talked about. Yellow comes out. Debris up here in turn number 3. Debris up in the middle of turn number 3. Cammie Bruner down to the infield in the 8C. 17J of Shadron Turner goes to the back stretch, and 17J and the 7J of Jake Richards. Several cars pulling off here early. So Royalty, the 181 of Neiman. So again, it will be Patrick Royalty as your leader, Luke Neiman Henning in that third spot. Sears in the 13. Pedals down to the metal. Here we go. Royalty leads them down. Neiman picks up just in behind them. Sears now in the 13. Here comes John Sheets as well. But right now it's Royalty. He had a victory at Central Missouri Speedway in Warrensburg last weekend. Looking strong here again tonight. Came from the tail end of his heat to win his heat earlier this evening. But right now, Royalty and Neiman, your top two. Those two cars pulling away from the field here a little. John Sheets in a battle there with the 13 car of Jeffrey Sears. Sturgis Streeter now into the top five in the 61. Streeter, another Topeka driver, as we talked about earlier, the Topeka tracks being closed. So a number of those drivers coming over to Lakeside Speedway here on a Friday night to get their racing fix in. Meanwhile, back to our leaders. About a 2-car length lead right now for Royalty, but Neiman hanging right there. He's just a half a second behind him across the front stretch here. Let's see if he can figure out a quicker line. That time it was almost 0.8, so he lost 0.3 that time. And you can see that visually as well. Sheets, Sears, Streeter, Tim Powell all the way up to 6th now. Tim Powell on the move. Powell from deep in the field. Couple of yellows, that's put him up near the front. There's Tim Powell across the front stretch right now. Tim Powell in that 57 starts 22nd, and he's all the way up to 6th now. Tim Powell on the move. Had a problem in his heat race, had to pull off. All right, back to your leaders. Meanwhile, Royalty pulling away here. Get by the lap traffic. John Sheets now puts a little bit of pressure on Neiman. Luke Neiman side by side here with Sheets coming out around turn number 4. Here comes John Sheets now. Sheets in that second spot. So Royalty, Sheets, and now Neiman. Neiman gets a good run though up on the top side of 1 and 2. You can see a good line developing up there, about halfway up in 1 and 2 right now, but Sheets slides into turns 3 and 4. Neiman now with a good run on the outside. Here comes Neiman fighting back for that second spot. It's Neiman and Sheets. Good battle for second as a car all the way up into the wall there in turn number 2 starting to slow down. Yellow comes out. Yellow on that 73 car gets up into the wall. Tommy Summers as he pulls off. 9 laps in.
Hey guys, lights are up. We're going single file on the front stretch. Do not pass till you pass the cone.
Single file restart here down the front stretch as the drivers are instructed not to pass until they hit the cone. Here we go. And pedal down, Royalty with the green flag in the air. Sheets immediately down to that low side, down in 1 and 2. Also Powell in the 57. Neiman still in that second spot, trying to hang on as Patrick Royalty was pulling away from this field as that last caution came out. So halfway this time, 20-lap B-Mod feature event here tonight at Lakeside Speedway. Live here with the RacinBoys tonight. Glad to have them on board. Tim Powell now gets side by side with Sears for the 4th spot now. Here comes Tim Powell as he slides up in front of him. Sears going to fight back on that low side, take that spot right back away. So you see a low line developing, and also about mid to high, up, especially up in 1 and 2. Drivers taking advantage of that, getting a good run up there. Meanwhile, the track is lengthening out a little bit here, getting a little bit wider, as Royalty and Neiman now up on that higher side, midway to the top, towards the top of the track. Still Sheets, Sears, Powell, Streeter, Henning, Don Mars now, Austin Charles and Matt Lent. That's your top 10 cars here. 13 in the books for your race leaders. Coming up into some lap traffic now. Let's see how they maneuver their way around there. Michael Liston there in the 7-8. Yellow comes out. Debris in the middle of turn number 3 brings out the caution. 14 down to 6 to go. So let's see if we can finish it up. Patrick Royalty. Can he make it 2 weekends in a row? Pedals down, and here we go. Green flag in the air. Meanwhile, Sheets dives down into 1 and 2, trying to make that pass, get around Neiman. Meanwhile, Powell gets a good run on the top side, gets by Sears. Powell up into 4th. After starting his official starting spot back in 22nd, although we did have a few cars not make it out. Tim Powell all the way up to 4th on a good run here tonight. Meanwhile, up front, Royalty, Sears, Royalty, Sheets from Nevada, and Luke Neiman in the 181. Neiman slides up to the high side. Sheets down on that low side, gets a good run. Sheets into that second spot now. Sheets gets a little bit loose down there in 1 and 2. Neiman, see if he can make the run. Here comes Tim Powell into the mix now for second. Here comes Tim Powell to the low side. 2 wide, 3 wide, coming around turn number 4. B-Mods, here comes Tim Powell on the move. Tim in the 57 now gets together with Sheets out of turn 2. Tim Powell up into that second spot now. What a run by Tim Powell tonight. Sheets now again to the low side. See if he can get back around Powell. Meanwhile, Patrick Royalty loves this. He's walking away in that 49. Tim with a great run here tonight. As he comes up from back end of the field all the way up to second. Royalty, though, comfortably in the lead right now. White flag will come out. This time across for your race leader. Tim Powell with a great run. Let's see where he finishes those. Sheets, though, fighting back now. Sheets takes that spot away again. So your winner as he comes out of turn number 4, it'll be Patrick Royalty. Sheets, Powell, Sears, Neiman, Streeter, Don Mars, Kyle Henning, Austin Charles, Tyson Lamferman, your top 10. Heck of a run there tonight. Again, Patrick Royalty, your winner. As he gets up and out of the car, P-Money, Patrick Royalty. So a good run again for Patrick Royalty. 2 weekends in a row. All right, great run there tonight again, buddy. Tell you what, 2 weekends in a row now. You get another win this weekend. Great run out there tonight. Looked like you figured out turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, the easier that you could get in, the better it was. So, I mean, for 5.5 inches of rain, I don't think you can ask for more. Besides, we're blessed to be out here to be able to do this. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope you enjoyed.
All right, Patrick Royalty.
Lucas Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant from the labs at Lucas Oil Products. It's designed for use in both engine oil and fuel systems. It also cleans and lubricates the entire gas or diesel fuel system, from the tank to injectors. It contains special Lucas additives that cause the fuel to burn thoroughly and helps increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. It works.